Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. We are back with 2025 Palda Swiss action. We are in the middle of round 5, and today is Wednesday, April the 16th of the beautiful year 2025, and we are about to witness a very, very interesting match in terms of the overall standings, a match between German player Shuichi and American player James. We had one match between the players from the same nationality today. It was a match between Le and Weisbrot today. And what a match it was. Yeah, the final result doesn't tell the whole story. Le won this match 5 to 2, but Weisbrot broke a new record of the tournament with the highest average losing score of 554,000 points. 554,000 points average losing score in a best of 9. That was something amazing. The games were so close. The biggest difference uh, in one of the games was around 2 Tetrises. All other games were decided within one Tetris difference. Will we see another match of this caliber today between Shuichi and James? We will know within the next hour. But before we go to the match, let's take a look at the standings. Because when I said sorry that this match is a very important match, um, then yeah, we have to take a look and analyze it a little bit. As you can see, Shuichi currently with 8 points, James with 7. If the match won't finish in decider, the winner gets 3 points, so either Shuichi can have 11 or James can have 10 points. And then the winner stays in the contention. We'll have a very tough opponent in round 6, that's for sure, but we'll have a chance to get one of those top 3 spots. So this is a very important match because, as you can see, James can't be lower than 6 if James wins. Shuichi can't be lower than 6 as well. So, and with one match to go, and we know that Sam is playing Tugi and Murka is playing AV Geek in this round. So one of the players will win, the other one will not get points or will get only 1 point. This will open the chance for either Shuichi or James to fight one of the top 3 spots in the final round of this tournament. So dear players, no pressure, but you still have a chance, and it looks like all the destiny is in your hands for James, especially if he wins for 3 points, winning for 2 points. This will be then, yeah, too much for too much of a deficit for James. So this one single point might be decisive for Shuichi. Winning in a decider, yeah, still leaves him in the race, but it's better to win for 3 points. And let's take a look how our players played in the tournament so far. Shuichi with 3 wins, 1 in the decider and 1 loss. James with 2 wins and 2 losses, 1 loss in a decider against Sam. This was a very interesting match. Shuichi is the player with a higher ELO rating, but yeah, for James this was a series of events with his 11 losses in a row. No, 11 or 10, I can't remember. I don't wanna lie. I have this 11. I would need to check, but anyway. Yeah, he played good matches, but was losing them and was losing ELO, so he's currently at 1536. So according to ELO odds, Shuichi should be 81 to 19% favorite to win this match, but I don't think that that this is the case in this match. James, as you can see on his stats, great consistency in the tournament so far. Average and median losing score say this. Shuichi on the other hand is like more shaky player, can get some early top outs, both players with over 600Ks in this tournament so far. This 627K is James's current comp PB. So I expect a very interesting match. It will all depend how well prepared the players are for today. If Shuichi can avoid those early top outs as he had in previous matches, if James can be consistent as he was in the previous matches, we are all we are about to find it out. But before we go to our players, let's take a look at the rules of the tournament. We play level 18 starts only, no line cap, so if the players are able to play forever, feel free to do so. Level 19 models are strongly encouraged. Mandatory things for this event are SPS, controller and handcam, and we play best of 9. So the first to win 5 games wins the match. 3 points if you win not in decider, 2 if you win in a decider, 1 point if you lose in decider, and 0 points if you lose not in a decider. Top 3 players of this event will advance to the top 16 of the 2026 Paldas Cup, which will be our main event, which will be played at the beginning of the year 2026, with the preliminary rounds in January and the main event 32 player bracket from February. In order to qualify for the top 16, we have this Paldas cycle, which is a series of events, 3 major events, Paldas Swiss happening right now, Paldas Classic and Paldas League. 9 players can advance via those events, then 3 players from the so-called PDM tournaments, which are being played in between the major events, and 4 other players for the players with the highest ELO rating. So, as you can see provisionally, from PDM qualified would be Samtugi and Shuichi, and from ELO, Rorchak, AV Geekle and Yanni. But we are in the middle of month number 4 out of 12 months we have in this year, so still a lot can happen. And for example, I personally expect James's ELO rating to rise in the next months. I think that his current rating doesn't show his whole performance, but yeah, this is the nature of ELO rating, that it shows like your real strength with a little bit of a delay. But yeah, James still has a lot of time in this year to improve his ELO rating through the other events as well. Yeah, so let's see if our players are live, and it looks like they are. They're warming up. Oh, and James with 166 lines. Was it a 19 start, or was it? I can't believe that 383,000 was James's score from 18 start. I hope not. I hope it was a level 19 start. And Shuichi also was also like warming up on 19. And Shuichi, I had 70 S's and 4 bars of transition. Okay. And Shuichi, I would need like your hand cam to adjust a little bit, because as you played this warm-up game, I couldn't see your full hand cam. Will you change your position a little bit, or will it be like oh, now it should be okay. If you can have the hands like this, it's okay, but if you push your hands forward during playing, I will not be able to see your hands. So if you can like yeah, adjust your position so that you feel comfortable, but you can also see your hands, that would be great, because I don't want to like stop the games during the tournament. We had few players already when we had to stop the game, so yeah, I want you to feel comfortable, but also I want to see your hands. So if you need more time, then you can use this time. But if you feel okay, I would like to confirm that you're ready to start, and then I will wrong place tell you the seed for game number 1. Should be fine. Okay, so the seed for game number 1 is 4D CD 9C. Yes, as of course you can either increment or or reroll. It's up to you players. James offered increment. I think Shuichi agrees normally to those kind of solution, but yeah, I leave it to you players. If you don't wanna reroll, you can simply increment and state readiness, and this will be good. Okay, so Shuichi is ready for that. James is James is learning from Le golf. Okay, so we have golf and we have good luck, have fun, and waiting for Shuichi to state the readiness, and Shuichi is ready. So game number 1 between Shuichi and James starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And Shuichi is in, and James is in as well. The seed is correct, so we are able to play this game. Yeah, we are able. I don't know if it's correct, but anyway, we started the game counts, and yeah, Shuichi and James. Hope we can have a good match. I hope the players can have fun. When Shuichi started with a little bit of a misdraw, but few attacks help solving the situation. So Shuichi with a little bit of burning, James with a clean stack, but both players with similar points. James with a traditional column 10, while Shuichi is trying to find the optimal way how to build for those Tetrises. Maybe Shuichi burns few lines and comes back to also column 10. Let's see. 81 for Shuichi, 102 for James. So James around 1 Tetris ahead of Shuichi right now. .51 Shuichi, 152 James, so still neck and neck. Yeah, both players scheme few lines here and there when necessary. Oh, and I want to say something nice to James. I see that you have like adjusted your stencil, because today it looks like a perfect stencil, so thank you for that, James. And yeah, Shuichi also with a perfect stencil as always, so yeah, good to see that, guys, and I really appreciate your effort. 185 for Shuichi, 207 for James. Now James needs to skim few lines, gets the well open. Is Tetris ready? 234 for Shuichi, now 256. James with a Tetris, 240. James is behind by a Tetris, so and by 4 lines, so James should be neck and neck with Shuichi at almost the same line count. Now for Shuichi is forced to burn. This is kind of a weird tower of Smash Boys in the middle. Shuichi needs to work around it. Does a good job, but this costs him some pace, so there is a chance for James to run away with the score a little bit. Yeah, Shuichi's board is climbing and climbing, can't... Oh, and now nice, Tetris is for Shuichi, 289, 289 for James as well. Another Tetris for James, 313, 313 for Shuichi, so both players going neck and neck. So it looks like we have another close match between a German and American player today. Let's see how this game develops. We know that both players are able to play on level 19. 361 for James, 358 for Shuichi, but Shuichi with a closed well needs to reopen it, gets the well reopened, and then gets another Tetris. 384 for Shuichi. James should be able to get another Tetris with the next long bar, and here it is, 391 for James. So yeah, it might not be the highest scoring game, but a close game for both players. So yeah, they try to maximize yeah, the pieces they get. It's not the easiest sequence as we can see, but they're doing great job, and it looks like they want to give themselves a chance on level 19 speeds. 394 for Shuichi, 438 for James. So Shuichi is a little bit behind, and Shuichi probably will be also behind at transition point. I'll take a look what will be the exact scores after transition to level 19. But Shuichi's board is pretty high, and if he doesn't get a long bar now, his 19 play might be difficult to play. 407 is Shuichi transition. 407 and Shuichi can do any for more. 408, James already has enough points, so James will win this game. But let's see what will be the final score for the American player. 408, 572 for Shuichi. James with transition with 450, but can't do anything more. James tops out with 450, 440, 1-0 for the American player. Yeah, this drought was kind of annoying. Yeah, but the same pieces for both of you. So in this case, yeah, the same damage, so to speak, for both of you. James leads 1-0 after game number 1. Okay, so waiting for the players to state their readiness, and they are ready. So game number 2 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And guys, just to remind you, this tournament is a Maturino prize pool. We're currently at $165. Top 5 players of this event will get a share of this prize pool. Yeah, so if you wanna help the players to earn some money for their effort, link is in the chat. You can donate the amount you think is appropriate, and all of the money from the prize pool will be split by the 5 best players. Top 3 who advance to the Paldas Cup, and the other 2 players. So we start with 51,000 for Shuichi, 27 for James, so a little bit more efficient player for the German player, but Shuichi now, okay, but gets the long bar to bring it down. This S placement, it was kind of annoying, but Shuichi should be fine. James gets a long bar, gets a Tetris, 81 for James. Oh, Shuichi's board is climbing once again. So he needs to find a way how to get out of it. 105 for Shuichi, 105 for James. So we are neck and neck. And Shuichi is stacking for column 5 Tetris. So center welling for Shuichi. Oh, but this, what was that? That was kind of, I don't know, unexpected thing. But Shuichi reopens the well. Now needs to skim more lines. Oh, and it's getting more and more difficult for Shuichi. Can Shuichi survive it? Gets a long bar to bring it down a little bit. This is still not that easy situation to deal with. It's still possible, but can Shuichi do anything about it? Oh, and this long bar wasn't a good long bar. This wasn't a good timing for Shuichi. He's still fighting, but can he do anything more? No! Shuichi tops out. Shuichi tops out with 124,652, and James has enough points. James leads 2-0. So James, you are safe for game number 2. And Shuichi is saying that he's getting worse at stacking. 56 lines for James, 169 480 is the score which goes into the books. So Shuichi, get better at stacking, please. if I'm allowed to say it. Yeah. And the players are ready for game number 3, which starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, so two games for James. So this is a nice advantage, but we are still far away from, yeah, like a decisive result. It's a best of 9, so the first to win 5 games. Yeah. Yeah, but it kind of looks that like Shuichi maybe is not feeling confident with his stacking, because there are like some shaky decisions. I don't want to say that like shaky does or something, but sometimes it looks like Shuichi is not sure where to put the pieces, and then yeah, the time runs out and the pieces, yeah, are placed in maybe not the most optimal places. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it's better to like trust your instincts and go with like the first placement, so that you don't like have to worry about and then waiting too long and then being not able to, yeah, to put the piece into the right place. So let's see. 144 meanwhile for Shuichi, 82 for James. So Shuichi starts better than James in this game. 167 for Shuichi, 108 for James. James with 136 and in a kind of mid-stack situation. Let's see how well our American player can do here. Yeah, this is getting dangerous for James now. Still should be able to survive it. Oh, this Z, this was a very annoying piece, but yeah, gets the L. This should help. And the O goes to the left. Oh, a nice adjustment of the T. This was great. And this should be a game-saving move for James. But it's still not over. James is still fighting, but gets the long bar. And yeah, those two S's work very nice for this board. And James with 162 is behind, and a lot of points behind. I will tell the exact amount. After this Tetris, 187 for James, 313 for Shuichi. So it's about 130,000 points lead for the German player. But good news for James, he's still alive, he's still in this game. And now Shuichi has his moment of truth. Yeah, but it wasn't that complicated situation. Easy shit for Shuichi. 321, 344 now after this Tetris. James with 213. Yeah, so James is a lot behind. But we still have over 50 lines to go in this game. For 16 for Shuichi, 246 for James. And James gets a long bar, gets a Tetris, and another Tetris for James. James is 170,000 points behind. Yeah, and we are approaching transition. So James, if you wanna win this game, you'd better prepare for level 19 of your lifetime. It's looking very, very bad from your perspective. Yeah, but let's see. Long chase downs on 19 is something we like, but who says this will be a long chase down? Maybe Shuichi will be able to outpace James and won't give him a chance and on level 19, but Shuichi needs to survive 18 portions first. And this is not the given. 349 is the transition score for James, and James is on level 19 with a relative good looking board. And Shuichi transitions with a pretty bad board, but gets the long bar over, gets the pieces, and Shuichi looks like he will be able to downstack the situation, gets a long bar, and gets it down. So 486 for Shuichi, 358 for James, and both players are on level 20. Very nice downstacking for Shuichi after transition to survive the situation and being able to play in this game. Oh, and Tony is in the chat. Hello, Tony. Long time no see. Good to see you alive, and welcome to our stream. 500k for Shuichi, 373 for James, and both players are on level 21. And Jedi Ivan is here as well. Hello, Jedi. Welcome. Okay, and James gets the long bar over. Okay, this should help. Shuichi is now in a little bit more difficult situation. James's board is also not optimal. Both players have their situations solved, and James can't do anything more. James tops out at 176 line with 392, 040. So this will be a first win for Shuichi in this match. It's a safe game for you, Shuichi, but if you want to play this game out, feel free to do so. You know that we like to see those level 19 games going on. So feel free to survive it forever. And James, you have, yeah, some time to some time to rest. And 192 is a top out score for Shuichi. 544-291, 544-291. And Shuichi, as mentioned, takes this game. And yeah, good pose from both players. 1-2 from Shuichi's perspective. Yeah, Tony, I missed you in this streams as well. I know that you are kind of like retired NES Tetris player, but maybe one day, who knows, maybe you can join for a tournament or something. Don't wanna like force you to do so, but would be cool to see you one day playing as a retired player. And and Vazrod saying, let's go, Shuichi, my goat. Okay, the players are ready, so game number 4 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, Tony, you don't have like to play in these main events, which like last for 2 months. We have also those regular monthly events happening in between those major events. The next one is happening in May. So after this tournament is done, registration is opened. I don't know if you're in the server or not, but here is the link. You might consider. We have some new players joining for my event. Maybe some unretirements would be also nice to see. So yeah, feel free to think about it, and yeah, maybe one day would like to join. 46,000 for Shuichi, meanwhile 49 for James. Shuichi gets a long bar, gets a Tetris, and James as well. So we have 72,000 for each player. So once again, a very neck and necky start of the game. And Tony, by the way, how it's like your organizational life of Game Boy Tetris going? And I know that you were kind of busy with this thing. You did a great job with organizing the live events and so on. So yeah, kind of curious how it is with the Game Boy thing. you can say word or two. 167 for Shuichi, now 191 for James, but Shuichi also gets a long bar. So at the same line count we have almost the same scores, so the players are playing, yeah, very, very efficiently. As for the pieces they get, a similar efficiency, similar scores so far. Oh, CTWC France Game Boy. Oh, that's nice. Will it be like a parallel tournament to the NES one in Paris, which happens in May? I suppose, because it wouldn't be like, yeah. 307 meanwhile for Shuichi, 218 for James, so there was a kind of a slowdown for the American player, and Shuichi was able to gain a lead. As the NES wrong version. Okay, so yeah, I wish you good luck with the organizing. Will this German player Kriska or yeah, I hope I'm not like messing up the names. This Kriska, Euro Kriska or something like that. Will this player come to Paris? Because I know he's kind of good, but as I watched those 2023 and 2024, 2023 and 2024 World Championships, yeah, he was the best player in terms of skill, but was kind of like not able to probably handle the pressure, and therefore both Mr. FAQ and earlier Gunther were able to win those events. But I think one day he can also win. He should win because of the skill. But you know, not only the pure skill is the only ingredient for Tetris success. Also, like the mental aspect is important. 499 for Shuichi, 327 for James, and we are approaching transition over 20 around 20 lines. And Weisbrot saying I got wrecked earlier. Yeah, Weisbrot, you set a new tournament record for the average losing score of 554,000 points, which was quite of impressive achievement. Yeah, and losing a match 2-5 with this kind of a losing score, yeah, it was very unlucky for you with those like almost every game ending with a difference less than one Tetris. This was kind of unfortunate, to be honest. 592 now, 615. Oh, so Shuichi got a pace of his life. Transition with 616, but Shuichi can't do probably anything more. Shuichi tops out, so James, you have a chase down. 617 is your target. 617. And sorry guys that I didn't give you like you know, too many score updates. I was too busy. And I was saying simple chase down. So Weisbrot believing in James. Oh, but James's left side is now kind of problematic. Either a quick tap, oh, and he doesn't get the quick tap, so James will be done in this game with 452, 220, 452, 220. So you guys know what does it mean from the match perspective after 4 games. Our favorite score, it's 2-2. Six 16-4-1-4, and the highest score of the tournament for Shuichi so far was 646, so it's not the highest score, but yeah, 600k is always nice to get in a comp match. And both players are ready, so game number 5 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, average losing lines for James so far 163, which is also kind of impressive. Ah, this two-player mode with garbage and so on. Okay, okay. I think this garbage thing stuff in Game Boy it makes tournament more fun because like copying the but let me see what's going on with Shuichi's board. Okay, gets reopened, gets the Tetris. So Shuichi's safe. James now needs to work with his board. It opens the well. And gets a long bar, gets a Tetris, so brings it down. Yes, I think this mode, what Game Boy has, is a very interesting and very exciting one for the tournaments. So yeah, I really like this one. It's kind of a pity that there are like only 30 lines. Like longer games, like maybe 50 lines would be like more. I don't know if it would be better. I wouldn't need to see, but yeah, those 30 lines they seem to go so fast. Oh, Shuichi, okay, reopens and gets a long bar. So this misdrop of the L shouldn't be that bad. 132 for Shuichi, 115 for James. Yeah, I don't want to like, you know, to complain too much, Tony, but overall I think this two-player mode in Game Boy is very fun to watch. But yeah, I wonder if it's like possible to make a mode two-player, for example, 50 lines, and if it would make any difference, or maybe it would make this game more boring. I don't know. Okay, so let's go back to our players. 188 for Shuichi, 213 for James. So James is ahead, and Shuichi with a clean board gets a long bar, gets a Tetris, 211,000 for Shuichi, 214 for James. So we are very close with score right now. Oh, and Shuichi is okay. Gets a long bar. Was kind of high for a moment with the not optimal stack, so to speak. Okay, now we have a little bit of a lag on Shuichi's end, but yeah, it looks like we are back. So all fine. With Shuichi with 267, James with 294. Oh, and Shuichi builds a very nasty tower of the Smash Boys and then misdrops the Z piece, and now Shuichi is forced to burn a lot of lines. And creates a long bar dependency but gets a long bar, so this helps. 279 for Shuichi, 320 for James. Okay, and Shuichi is back. 285, James with 346, so James was able to build a lead. He's about 60k ahead. And we are approaching transition in over 20 lines. So players, you better prepare for some transition. If you're board for transition, you would like to see your level 19 skills. 415 for James, 377 for Shuichi. Tetris for James, and when James is maybe waiting too long, who knows? And gets a long bar over, that is also important. And the James transitions with 487, Shuichi with 410, so 77,000 is the lead for the American player going into transition, and we are on the level 19 speeds. And let's see who of these players will be able to survive longer. And Shuichi, what happens to Shuichi I can see because of the lag, but this will be a GG for Shuichi. 415, 383, 415, 383 is the top out score for Shuichi, 139 lines. Skill issue, says Shuichi, and James is good for game number 5. James leads 3-2. So James, you are safe for this game, but as always, feel free to play this game out on level 19. $519, so it's the first 500k of the match. At this point, so after 5 games of the previous match, Weisbrot already had 5 500k games, so just like a comparison, and was 1-4 down. So also kind of a brutal reality Weisbrot had. Okay, and James is doing a great job. He's on level 24. Okay, not forcing any silly Tetrises. Just playing regular level 19 strats. No Georgie strats. And Le is here as well. Hello Le, welcome back. And perfect clear, are you kidding me? For James, 561. Okay, we know that James is a keyboard cheating master, but as you can see, he can also play legit Tetris. So maybe James, it's time to give up this keyboard stuff and concentrate on a regular max out. Oh, but now level 27, it's looking more and more dangerous for James. And unfortunately, this Blueberry 17 is game over for James. 584, 281. Very, very valiant, very good effort on level 19 speeds. James takes this game and leads 3-2. Is this the longest game for James in this tournament? Let me check. So far, 203 lines was the longest game for James. So GG's games for having your longest game of the tournament. And James says Let's Tetris actually has a proper 2-player mode with garbage too, but you can only play it with Game Genie codes. Ah, okay. So the players are ready, and game number 6 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh, and Shuichi starts a little bit of a high board, but gets the gets the way reopen. Where is the long bar for Shuichi? Oh, those S's, Z's, L, these are very annoying pieces, and Shuichi blocks the well, and this will be a game over. Oh no! Shuichi tops out with 4,191 points. So James is good. James is good for game number 6, and this means James is guaranteed at least 1 point for the standings. 21 lines with 56, 240. Yeah, this drought was very annoying. Shuichi was a little bit too high with the board and couldn't handle the league. In this case, James is 2 games up, leads 4-2, and James, as mentioned, won't go home empty-handed. James can take all 3 points home, but Shuichi can force a decider, needs to win 2 games in a row to do so. And both players are ready for game number 7, which starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And our players are in. Yeah, so James with a pretty comfortable advantage in terms of match situation. But as I said before the match started, James would like to avoid a decider win. James would like to get all 3 points. This will make his life a little bit easier before the last round. For Shuichi, a decider win is not the end of the world, so all to fight for Shuichi. $68, now 91,000 for Shuichi, 47 for James. So more efficient start for the German player. $26,000 for James, 160 for Shuichi now, 99 for James, so 60k lead, around 3 Tetrises is the lead for Shuichi right now. $252 Shuichi, 194 James, so still around 60k is the lead, and this is a pretty good pace for Shuichi, to be honest. 277 after 52 lines, so this might be a great game for Shuichi if he is able to control the stack, because the stack is now getting out of control, out of Shuichi's control. James's board is also not in a perfect shape, but James is like 2 good burns away from being completely fine. Oh, but James also kind of struggling, can't get out of it. Shuichi with a nice Tetris, and Shuichi should be fine very soon. James and James is open as well. 307 for Shuichi, 207 for James. Shuichi 100,000 points ahead. James is with a clean board. Shuichi's board is not clean. Shuichi's board has some problems to solve. 317 for the German player, 232, 233 for James, and both players are, yeah, trying to find a way how to get out of those minor issues and to bring back the board to safety. Oh, and Shuichi's board is climbing, gets a long bar. That gets a Tetris, this helps a lot. James with a long bar dependency, but gets this long bar, gets another long bar for a Tetris, 266 for James, 353 for Shuichi. Shuichi still with a comfortable lead over James in this game. We have 40 lines to go before transition. Oh, what is this for Shuichi? Those 2 blue pieces misdrops, the J and the Z. This is looking very dangerous for Shuichi right now. Still manageable, but this requires Some good skill. We know that Shuichi has this skill, so should be able to get out of it. Oh, the nice Tetris. So Shuichi is doing a great job. 410, 411. James is behind by about 50k now, about 30k. Yes, Jedi Ivan, Shuichi's game are wild. You can get heart attack when you're not used to it, and yeah, this looked very wild. And now Shuichi's totally fine, and he's still in the lead. Maybe not the big lead, so this game has a good potential to be decided on level 19 speeds, because there shouldn't be a big difference in points between the two players. James with 439 right now, to Shuichi with 467, Shuichi transition with 491, James with 443, so this is a 50k lead for Shuichi at the transition point, and now both players fight for their lives on level 19, and James misdropped this L piece. It's still possible to survive it. Oh, and James is doing a great job. This is still possible to get out of it. Oh, but this might be a GG for James. Shuichi is still alive. James tops out after 148 lines with 459, 640, 459, 640 top out for James. Shuichi, I needed more else. Shuichi is safe. Let's see what will be the final score for the German player. This will be it. 519, 7 to 1, 519, 7 to 1. So Shuichi takes this game, and it's 3 to 4 from his perspective. So Shuichi is still alive, and yeah, one more win for Shuichi and we can have a decider. Yeah, Shuichi was in danger like 10 times more than James and somehow still won. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Okay, Shuichi, you started the game probably, so please guys increment the game one more time before we start your real. Yeah, yes, Shuichi, I saw. So please increment the game one more time, both Shuichi and James, and then we can start game number 8. Okay, and the players are ready. So game number 8 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, so this is actually a very important game for James. In order to stay in the race for one of the top 3 spots, James needs to win it to gain 3 points for the standings. So no pressure, James. And also no pressure, Shuichi. You also need to win this game in order to stay in contention. So yeah, actually kind of a, can I say it, tournament point for both players, even if it's not for the tournament win, but like staying alive for getting a chance, for getting a shot for one of the top 3 spots in the final round. I hope the viewers you can understand what I mean, even if it's like not a proper English, but I hope I could explain what was in my mind. 115 for Shuichi, 117 for James, and yeah, Shuichi is starting to play wild. It's kind of a clean game for a moment, but now James is also with a not optimal board in this moment. Okay, for 184 for Shuichi, 127 for James. 211, 234 for 234 for Shuichi, 158 for James. And here we have James with, sorry, that I wasn't speaking for a moment, but yeah, I'm back. So 373 for Shuichi, 280 for James. So James is behind by about 90k. So like over 4 Tetrises. So yeah, James put himself in a kind of a difficult situation tournament-wise. But the game still is not over. There's still, yeah, there's still 40 lines of level 18 and theoretically unlimited number of lines of level 19. And we know that James is a player who is able to play post-transition. He had a very nice long game of 218 lines already today. For Shuichi, the longest game was 192, so Shuichi also can play pretty long post-transition. 419 for James, 491 for Shuichi, but Shuichi closed the well. And what is Shuichi? Shuichi is going for this dirty Tetris and gets the long bar. 514 for Shuichi, 442 for James. So Shuichi is playing like a madman. Shuichi is... Yeah, Shuichi has no fear. Shuichi has no fear, guys. And Shuichi has ball of steel while playing Tetris. I can't find better words. I think those words suit very well here with 565 for Shuichi, 511 for James. So Shuichi is ahead. And yeah, we are approaching transition very soon. So players be aware. 589 for Shuichi, almost 600k. A very good and efficient game from Shuichi once again. But now Shuichi's board is kind of getting complicated. James gets this Tetris, 538. Shuichi is with 592, but this is not a good looking board before transition. Shuichi will have to do some magic in order to survive this board and give himself a chance. And Shuichi's 600k and James's board is falling apart. Shuichi tops out at 130 lines. James transition, but James can't do anything more, probably 600k and 32 points for Shuichi, 552, 442 for James, 136 lines, and we have a decider. Yeah, decider means probably that James is out. I would need to like calculate it pretty like in details. I don't wanna say that James is like yeah, Shuichi, if you wanna like restart the stream so that it's not that laggy, we can wait a second. Just no problem from my end. This was kind of a slideshow for a pretty long time on during the last game. So if there's any chance you can make it like less laggy for decider, would be good. So both players are guaranteed at least 1 point for the standings. And when Shuichi is back, then I will also give you a new seat, just when the player is offline, so that we don't have to think about any silly stuff and so on. So when Shuichi will be back, you will simply get a new seat. Yeah, as mentioned, I don't wanna like say that James is like officially out of contention. We'll need to like check what the pairings are possible and so on. But yeah, James definitely needs to win. I tried to do that video thing. What do you mean this? You mean bitrate? I'm like working on bitrate of 750 and it's as you can see my stream is not that bad, so you see my stream right now, I'm like streaming on the bitrate 750, so you can easily go down to, while you're playing, even to 500. We don't have to see your hands in like HD. We need to see that you are playing with your hands, your controller. That's the most important thing. Yeah, so this is a second decider for James in this tournament. We already had one against Sam. Your hands are very important. They need to be seen in HD. Okay, then. Or 4K maybe. Or I don't know what's like the highest quality nowadays. Oh, James with a Tetris setup on level 19. And of course, no longbar. Finally, a longbar comes. Yeah, I agree with you, Jedi Ivan. Very contrasting, very contrasting. And you see, even if we have like even if we have like those contrasting things, we still have a decider. So Shuichi is live. Okay, so let me refresh Shuichi. Okay, so Shuichi is live. So guys, yeah, because Shuichi wasn't live, just to don't have any bad thing is in mind, please put this new seed 5B6770, 5B6770, and as soon as you will be ready, we'll start your decider. Hey guys, is the word lunatic a bad word? Because I have also opened the chat on my Twitch on my mobile phone, and instead of lunatic it says those stars. It's like it's censored. I'm not that good with English, but I thought lunatic is a kind of a regular word, but who cares? Okay. James saying only stars. Okay. So we have both players ready for the decider. The deciding ninth game starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Good luck, guys. Have fun. And let's see a great game in this decider. Yeah, and thank you, Jedi Ivan, for this suggestion of this word. Yeah, I think actually lunatic works perfectly for for the playstyle of Shuichi. Oh, but now James fell into some trouble. Shouldn't be anything that bad. 71,000 for Shuichi, 50,000 for James. 144 for Shuichi, 87 for James. James is now fine with the board. James gets a long board, gets a Tetris Shuichi with a lot of attacks in quick succession, and Shuichi is also fine. 221 for Shuichi, 158 for James. Yeah, James needs to go for some schemes. Shuichi gets a long board, gets a Tetris. 244 for Shuichi, 166 for James. So Shuichi once again outpacing James. To 71 for Shuichi, 236 for James. We are halfway through level 18. Another Tetris for James, 264. Shuichi with 282. And Shuichi is in a kind of a weird situation right now. Oh, Shuichi's board is climbing, and this is looking very dangerous for Shuichi. Gets a long board. This helps a little bit, but the left side looks very weird. Shuichi needs to scheme few more lines, and then now is the left side is a little better to achieve, to access. 291 for Shuichi, now 293 for James, but Shuichi will be dead and Shuichi is behind, so James will take the game and the whole match. Oh no, this was very unfortunate and for Shuichi in this match. So James, you are the match winner, you win the match 5-4, but feel free to play this game out and have your victory run. Commiserations, Shuichi. The stream wasn't that much better, but was a little bit better. So yeah, you can maybe check the options now. But yeah, I don't know what's going on. I also had this kind of a weird stuff with my streams, especially like in November, December, where my streams were very laggy, and I didn't change any options, and then out of nowhere those streams got better. So maybe you have something similar. No, Shuichi, please don't retire. Stay with us. But you know what? You can't retire fully from Tetris. It's not possible. You can only take a longer break, you know? Yeah, so James, I think we will then need to wait for the exact result of the other matches. Maybe you know, deciders or not deciders in the matches of the top players. This might like play a role, so I don't wanna like tell you that you are like out of contention for 100%. I think there still might be some outside chances, but we have to like check it and calculate and see. And James tops out at transition point with a very high score of 336, 980. So congratulations, James, you are our match winner. 336, 980, 131 lines for James. Yeah, thanks, James. Congratulations, another win for you, a big win against seed number 3 of the tournament. Yeah, and here are the match stats of this tournament. James with a very consistent performance. You can see on James's losing score and losing lines. Shuichi was the one who was able to get a highest score, but yeah, in the end it wasn't enough for Shuichi, and James is the one who takes home 2 points and Shuichi goes home with 1 point. This is how the points are distributed when we have a decider. Ah, guys, now Shuichi, both and Shuichi and James are with 9 points. Oh, I was kind of confused. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's take a look on the standings in a second. We need to check it. Yeah, here are the standings. So we have now currently AV Geek with 12 points, with one match to play against Mörke, and some plays against Tugi. And Gunther is there already with 12 points. James, Le, and Shuichi and Mihut all have 9 points. So, are there any scenarios where 12 points can give top 3 spots? And Frodo Dodo is raiding the party of 11. Hello, welcome, Frodo Dodo. It's your Hekatetris, if I'm not mistaken. I don't wanna like embarrass myself, but yeah, I'm not kind of 100% sure, but I assume it's you. And welcome with the other people. Unfortunately, we are about to end our stream because the match ended in decider 5-4 win for James. Yes, so we will have a situation. AV Geek. So AV Geek is guaranteed at least 12 points even if Merke wins. Then Summoned Tugi, 12 points, and depending on the pairings of the next round, there might be some outside chances for James and Shuichi, depending how the matches, the results of the matches between AV Geek versus Merke and Sam versus Tugi, and also then what kind of pairings we'll have for round 6. But there might be some outside chances, especially for James with a good tiebreaker, 38, and you can see Gunther has, for example, 31, AV Geek 35, Merke 37, Sam 29. So James has a pretty good tiebreaker. Shuichi doesn't have that good of tiebreaker, so Shuichi probably is out. James might have some outside chances, but I don't wanna like say it for 100% because it will all depend on the pairings of the last round. Yeah, but anyway, congratulations, James, for the win. This is a nice win also in terms of your ELO ratings. This will improve your late rating as well with 13 points. And yeah, let's take a look at the ELO standings. It's not updated now. Shuichi is now with 1770. Rank number 6, and James is with an ELO rating of 1549. So let's scroll down a little bit. As you can see, James rank number 24 currently in the standings with the rating of 1549, and this is the highest rating for James in 2025. So yeah, as mentioned, James is climbing, is rising on the standings, and we'll see how well James can do in round number 6. But one thing is for sure, this will be a pretty tough opponent for James, and probably for Shuichi as well. So yeah, we'll see how it all develops, and let's see if we are able to raid someone. Is anyone playing Tetris? James, are you staying alive? Staying live? If yes, we might raid you. I'm not sure if James can hear us. No, not for long. Okay, so let's see. Maybe we can raid the user, this user. DR3BAS, maybe Tribas, I don't know how to pronounce it. And let's see what's going on there. And yeah, that's all for today, guys. Next match is scheduled for Friday. Maybe there will be other matches earlier as well, but the next scheduled match is Friday, 18 UTC AV Geek versus Merke. You can't miss it. So, yeah, this will be a very important match for the overall standings. Thank you for watching today. Have a nice rest of your day or good night if you are in Poland, in Europe like me in Poland, and you go to bed. So thank you once again for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.